Wonderful Pretty Cure meets
Kamen Rideros and Doubutsu Sentai, Zyuohger. The story starts at Animal Town Park where the wonderful Pretty Cure, Kamugi and Iroha Inuke, Yuki and Mayu Nekoyashiki, are walking on the sidewalk to find a picnic spot that Satoru Toyama has set up. The girls see a young woman giving everyone a flyer, as she walks up to the four and gives those flyers to them. It says that a funeral donation will be held for the owner's puppy and cat that were killed in the car accident. The girls are sad to hear this as Iroha says they will pay. Before the three notice Mayu in tears, who she quickly runs away from the park leading Yuki in pursuit. Kamugi sobs and says that a pet can never play with their owners again, as the woman calms her down and says that their owners can think of what they're going to do now. As Iroha thanks the woman and takes Kamugi to the picnic spot, Yuki finds Mayu at the pond, who she explains that this was the first time that she experienced a pet's loss, and is heartbroken because they can't be with their loved ones who adopted them. Yuki understands her owner's feelings, and says that this is what she would have done to the Nico and Kaireran animals as Garugaris when they try to kill Mayu, who also says the same thing to Yuki if she gets lost or injured. Yuki comforts and reassures her owner that everything's going to be okay, much to Mayu's worries. Just as they were about to head back to find the picnic spot, a dimensional rift appears and sucks the Neanderthal Pretty Cures in it, taking them to the city of Japan where they see a giant squid leopard hybrid monster called Hyakraken Yumi attacking the people and their pets. As Eiji Hino arrives to stop him, receiving the 3 Koro medals from Ankh, who says that Kazari of the Greed is up to no good again. Eiji transforms into Kamen Rider Rose, Tato Ba combo, and attacks the Yumi, whose host's desire is to get rid of all animals on Earth, calling them nothing and non-related to humans. While walking to the spot, Kamugi and Iroha also witness the same thing as they get sent to Japan, where Jagged, the deceased team leader of the Death Gullion, is destroying the city and the people. The Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohgers, Yamato Kazakiri, Sela, Leo, Tusk, Emu, and Misao Mandu, arrive to stop him, as they are surprised that the Mega Beast Hunter Bungray must have revived Jagged as a memory copied. Before they transform, Zyuohger Eagle, Shark, Lion, Elephant, Tiger, and the World respectively, and perform their roll call, making the wonderful Cures amazed, as Zyuohger Eagle tells the two to find a safe place before attacking Jagged and the Mobus. Jagged defeats the team easily, as he says that animals and humans are worthless and non-related and they should be extinct from Earth, making them tell him not to underestimate living beings. Jagged finishes the Zyuohgers off, however getting saved by the transformed wonderful Pretty Cure, Cure's wonderful and friendly, with the puny and ribbon barriers respectively. As the 6 recognize the 2 from before, Bungray also arrives to take down the 8, just as Captain Marvelous of the Gokaigers arrives to take care of the hunter, transforming into Gokai Red to fight him, letting the Zyuohgers battling Jagged with the help of the wonderful Pretty Cure. Meanwhile, Oz gets beaten by the Yumi as it tries to finish him off, but is saved by the transformed Neanderthal Pretty Cure's Nyami Shield and Lilian Mist, making Oz recognize the 2, and allows them to attack the Yumi, as he changes into his later Ardor combo to form the Nyanity team. Much to Ankh's annoyance, Kazari also arrives to take the 3 down, but is confronted by Akira Date and Shoichi Tsugami, who the latter mistakes Kazari as an unknown that leads Shoichi here, as they transform into respective Kamen Riders Birth and Ajido to attack him. Later Ajido changes into his storm form. Gokai Red continues to battle Bungray before Gokai changing into Red Flash and Red Racer of the Flashmen and Car Rangers respectively, and taking down the hunter with the Gokai Blast and Slash attack. As he retreats for the day, Zyuohger Eagle uses the Whale Change Gun to change into Zyuohger to finish off Jagged with the Zyuohger Final. After they transform, the Zyuohgers thank the wonderful Cures for the help, as Kamugi notices the tails on the 4 Zyuohgers back, except Yamato and Misao, as those 4 turn into human much to her and Iroha's amazement. Kamugi also turns into a pupillant puppy that amazes the team, as Leo is shocked that Kamugi isn't a human. After Iroha explains to the Zyuohgers about the deceased puppy and cat that Kamugi is crying about, Yamato explains that losing a living being can be sad at times, but tells them that those beings will always be with their loved ones from and within their hearts, as long as they don't lose hope. The girls thank the Zyuohgers just before noticing a dimensional rift to take them home. As the team, with a depressing Miss Ao who he wants to make friends with Kalmugi due to her cuteness, waves goodbye to the girls. Meanwhile, as the Neanderthal Pretty Cure free the host out of Hyokrekenyami as he escapes, Oz finishes the monster off with the Guich cross, releasing its cell metals. Ankh extracts his host Shingo Izumi's unconscious body to grab the metals, making Cure Lillian in shock to see Ankh as a floating arm. Berth also arrives to grab the metals after Kazari escapes and Agitos leave. As the four transformed and Ankh returning to the body, Yuki explains to Eiji about why Mayu is sad, as the former explains that everyone's lives, including pets and plants, are always values, whether they live or died. It may be heartbroken, but tells Mayu that everyone who died will watch over them from heaven to continue living on, and tells her to not give in to despair. The Neanderthal Cures thank Eiji for the words as they enter a dimensional rift that appeared. After the girls leave, Ankh tells Eiji to buy him ice cream, much to Eiji's sigh. Returning to Animal Town, the wonderful and Neanderthal Pretty Cures notice that a peacock Jujin is rampaging the city of Animal Town, summoned by Toraim using the Nico Peacock Garu egg that he found. The Cures transformed to form the wonderful Pretty Cure. Zikuro arrives and explains that there's more than one egg that Toraim found, much to his annoyance, revealing multiple Nico animals as Jujins all around the city that were hatched thanks to her power. Luckily, the Hiragaru Sky, Mahotsukai, Happiness Charge, and the first two Futariwa Pretty Cures arrive to aid the wonderful Cures to calm down and gather the Jayangans. During that, both Jiao's companions explain about the deceased puppy and cat, saying that's what the humans get to see their pets die, but the wonderful Cures explain to them about what they learn, making the four teams agree. Once gathered, the wonderful Cures purify the Jajans with the eternal Kizuna shower, returning the Nico animals back to normal and returning to Nico Garden via the Kuronika trunk. Both Zakuro and Toraim retreat as the city returns to normal, before the four Pretty Cure teams bid farewell to the wonderful Cures. Back at the park, the four Cures explained their encounters to each other as they spotted Satoru and his pet rabbit Daifuku waiting for them. As the four apologized and told Satoru what happened, the Zyuohgers and Eiji also arrived to have a picnic with them, much to their amazement, ending the story with the Let's Juo Dance and Happiness Evolution medley dance.